If you're like me and you always wanted to have like a specific morning routine to follow every single day to be more productive, just to take the stress out of the morning, but you never really took the time to sit down and map it out, you're gonna find this video really helpful. About 6 months ago, I sat down and I listed 5 or 6 specific things I'm gonna do every single morning to make my life a lot more productive, and it's been incredibly helpful. Let's go over these 6 things right now. Now, the first thing I decided to do was wake up 15 minutes earlier. Now, I used to wake up pretty early anyway. I used to wake up about 5:15 every single day. You know, I have a 6:15 or 6:30 personal training client pretty much every day but Sundays. But I have to say, I was always like stressed and running around in the morning. Now that I wake up at 5 o'clock, it is such a difference just having that extra 15 minutes. That's definitely my first recommendation. Wake up earlier. Now, the second thing I decided to do was never ever hit that snooze button. Now, in the past, I may hit the snooze button once, sometimes even twice if I was a little tired, but I have to say it's probably the worst thing you can do. First of all, just to get an extra 6-7 minutes of sleep. What's that gonna do for you? In fact, it's probably gonna mess up a sleep cycle. You just barely start falling asleep, then you get woken up again. Plus, it's just like a negative mindset. Now, you wanna start your day like excited about the day, not like delaying your life, delaying your day, by hitting the snooze button. So this is what I do now. As soon as that alarm clock goes off, instead of jumping out of bed, I practice 4-7-8 breathing for 4 breaths. What 4-7-8 breathing is, actually I did a whole video on it if you want more of a detailed explanation, but what it is that you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and then you breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, you hold that breath for 7 seconds, and then you blow it out through your mouth for 8 seconds. And I only do 4 breaths like this. It only takes 80 seconds, and I have to say, it's so relaxing, it's so calming. After those 4 breaths, I'm ready to jump out of bed and seize the day. Now, my third ritual is to drink coffee black. Do not put sugar or cream in your coffee. I have to say, I've been doing this for quite some time. I'm into intermittent fasting. Me and my wife have been intermittent fasting for 10, 11 years now. It's really changed our lives. I did a whole bunch of videos on intermittent fasting if you want to learn more about it. But I think one of the worst things you can do is to get something sweet into your system first thing in the morning, like drink a glass of orange juice, have a donut, put sugar and cream in your coffee. Sugar is just such a trigger food that if you start your day with something sweet like that, you're gonna crave sugar for the rest of the day. You're gonna have such a harder time eating healthy for the rest of the day if you start your day with a sugary type food. So if you can, try drinking your coffee black, or you can have green tea. Just don't have anything sweet in the morning. Now, the fourth thing that I do every single morning, and this is where waking up that extra 15 minutes has really helped, is I do something called expressive writing every single morning for about 10 minutes. Now, the rule I created for myself is that before I check my email, before I go on social media, before I look to see if I get any more YouTube subscribers, I sit down with a pad and paper and I write for 10 minutes. Sometimes I'm writing like journaling, just writing about my life. Other times I write the things that are just troubling me and the things that are on my mind. I also did a whole other video about how expressive writing has changed my life. Check it out, I think you'll really like it. I may write things that trouble me, and the whole theory behind it is you get all your thoughts and feelings down on paper, and then right after that you rip it up and you throw it out. So you disassociate yourself from these negative thoughts. And I vary it. So maybe one morning, if things are bothering me, if something's on my mind, I write it down, rip it up, tear it up. Another morning, I may just journal my life, like happy things, like positive type things, and I mix it up. But I have to say, writing and journaling for 10 minutes is such a relaxing thing for me to do. I absolutely love it. That's probably the most life-changing thing I've done in the morning to improve the quality of my life. Now, the fifth thing I do is that I made another rule that before I get into the shower, I always make my bed. Okay, now the reason why you want to do this is that you want to complete another task for the morning. It's great when you wake up and you get these things done. And it's also great when you get home at night to have your bed made. It's a little more challenging for me right now because actually my wife is in between jobs, so I leave the house way before her. So I literally, before I get into the shower, I actually make my side of the bed really neat. And then when my wife wakes up, we're on the same page, she'll make her side of the bed. But I have to say, making your bed in the morning is a great thing to do. Now, my sixth and final morning ritual is I make sure I drink a big bottle of Pellegrino water, mineral water, every single morning. See, what I used to do in the past is that when I'm driving over to my gym to train my first client, I would typically grab another cup of coffee. So instead of doing that, now I drink a big bottle. Sometimes I'll drink a whole liter worth of Pellegrino water when I'm driving over to the gym. And I have to say, I really feel incredible from it. You know, sometimes I get more of like an energy surge from the water than I do from the caffeine in coffee. You know, you've been sleeping all night, you wake up in the morning, you're dehydrated, then you're having coffee with caffeine, which is somewhat of a diuretic, so your body is just craving water. I really recommend you drink a minimum of 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning. Let's quickly review this morning routine. The first thing you're gonna do is wake up 15 minutes earlier. Then you're not gonna hit the snooze button, you're gonna do 4-7-8 breathing. Then you're gonna drink your coffee black, no sugar, no cream, right? Then you're gonna do 10 minutes of expressive writing. Then you're gonna make your bed before you jump into the shower. Then you're gonna drink a nice big bottle of Pellegrino water to get yourself hydrated. Now, if you're looking for other like practical strategies like to improve your life and just get into amazing shape, check out this playlist of videos.